What's up, everybody? So, this is the first part, well, really the second part of my real life Nigeria versus America reality. Okay. So, I did a video earlier based on a post that I saw. There was a young lady or whoever that felt some type of way about one of the tribes in Nigeria. Now, Nigeria has several hundreds of thousands of different tribes. The three main tribes are the Igbo, the Hausa, and the Yorubas. And for some reason lately, there's been a lot of people that has a lot of issues with the Igbo tribe. The one I've even saw a post. Matter of fact, I think it might have been on YouTube that the guy was Yoruba, and he was talking about how Igbo people don't play with them when it comes to business, don't play with them when it comes to their family. Because if you think you're going to start a business or you think that you're going to go up against them, you'll be getting up for work and be ready to head out at 6 a.m. And meanwhile, the Igbo people is already on point, then already started it at 5 a.m. And that is the mentality and the goal of the Igbos. Now, I'm not saying that the other tribes don't work as hard. Um, they don't do as much because the struggle is real for everybody in Nigeria. Let me just be clear about that. The struggle is real. What behooves me is when those Nigerians come over here to America and then they just turn around and they turn on their own people. Like, how do you not, you've been here 10, 15, 20 years. How do you not go back and help somebody? Pull one or two people over here because you knew the struggle was real and you knew what you were going through and you knew how it was when you were over there. And I'm in the real estate industry, property management. I've spoken to many Nigerians, and I'm fascinated. I love them. Very smart, educated, two-parent household. Okay, you can learn a lot from Nigerians. But the only thing that America teaches us and shows us is the bad part. The scamming and how they are and what they do. What Nigerians don't understand is that we have to be educated too. We don't know. So I had to learn. We don't know that there's a Yoruba tribe, a Edo tribe, a Hausa tribe, an Igbo tribe. Like, we don't know that. All we know is all you motherfuckers sound alike. And all you come from Nigeria. That's all we know. So when we hear Nigeria as an American, it's like everybody is in one pot. That's how we perceive it. Until someone educate us and say, this group of people did X, Y, and Z, and this group of people did X, Y, and Z. And the best way that I can explain that, since we're here in America, is when you look at Mexicans versus Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans don't like when you call them Mexicans, and Mexicans don't like when you call them Puerto Ricans. But if you don't know that there is a difference, then you'll assume, well, shit, all y'all Hispanic. So that's basically how we look at Nigeria. We look at like, all y'all Nigerian. Like, I literally had to find out for myself that Hausa speaks a different African language. Edo speaks a different African language. Yoruba speaks a different African language. Igbo speaks a different African language. And they don't understand each other unless one of them speaks 2 or 3 different languages within that African community. They all pretty much speak pidgin. I was told that's kind of like universal. But when you're talking about their family language, one tribe can't understand another tribe's unless you like grew up in that area. And then, like my husband, for instance, he speaks like 3 languages. Okay. It's crazy that with everything that's going on here in America, in Nigeria, and all of that, that one will put another group down, a group of people down. We all black. Let me just put it like, we all black. We all are black. And when it comes down to it, you're gonna realize, you're gonna know it's us against them. It's when it comes down to it, it is going to be us against them. If one specific person from one specific tribe did some shit to you and pissed you off and said, "Look, I dated a Yoruba guy, a couple of them," and to me, just my personal experience, they all the same attitude, wanted to all be about them, very selfish. And I've also met some pretty nice, really down to earth, stand up Yoruba men as well. So I can only go on my experience. I won't say fuck all of them bad, I can't stand them. That's why I like to speak up when I see some shit ain't right, and especially I'm a little sensitive when it comes to the Igbo tribe. I get a little sensitive about that. I have to step up and I have to say something because I am an American and born and bred here in Chicago, Illinois, and I'm in a suburb of Chicago, Illinois. And when I see the bullshit, like I got a call on the bullshit. I saw a post today and they was talking about on TikTok, they was talking about how this group of Nigerians stole like 700, I think it was like $750 million or whatever. Why the fuck is y'all so upset and in your fucking feelings about them scamming and conning some white folks out of that money? And they and white people been scamming, scheming, taking, pillaging Africa, Nigeria, the rest of them for centuries, for decades. They've been taking and still taking and stealing. And if you never been over there, when I tell you the struggle is fucking real, the struggle is fucking real. You don't know what we ain't got no poor people over here in America. Give it take that there's folks out there living on the sidewalk, doing this, whatever. But we have opportunities. We have services. In Nigeria, there's no services. There's no opportunities. When you see that mother bathing and washing her child outside out of a bucket, and then they don't know what they're going to eat for that day, not breakfast, not that afternoon, not that evening, for that day. They don't know what they're going to eat. The people are starving. You can't afford to feed yourself, let alone try to get services for your lights and fuel for your lights and fuel to cook on and fuel. They are the most hardest working people I've ever seen. So if you go out there and you really see how they're living, you will understand why it is that so many do what they do. The people are getting younger and younger where they're, going online and trying to do whatever they can to get $1. Not everybody cares about the glitz and glamours. Yeah, you got that they want nice cars and they want this and that. But really, others are just trying to fucking survive. Just like how we are here in America. The world is ending. Look at all the TikTok videos. Take your money out the bank. You in America, pack your shit and get the fuck. The white people already know. They're already building bunkers and all kind of shit. Get it together. I got some stories to tell, and this is just part 1. Y'all ain't heard nothing yet. Tune in, because it's going to get hot. And share this video for more. Ta-ta for now.